Hey everybody, this is Travis from Checkpoint Ahead.
I'm Philip from Richmond Comics.
And we got a bunch of new books come out this week. Secret Wars, Lando, Descender, new Batman book came out this week. Stick around for episode 2 of Pick of the Week. Alright guys, welcome back. Last week we had a bunch of cool books came out. I think our pick for last week was Infinity Gauntlet number 3 from me, and then Tommy chose Siege. So if you haven't read those yet, go check them out for sure. This week, to start things off, read Secret Wars number 5. Big release of the week, I would say. This is by Jonathan Hickman and Asad Ribic. This one is really kind of the... it answers a lot of questions you might have had throughout Secret Wars. Probably the most info-heavy one so far. You really learn a lot, and pretty shocking events happen following the big ordeal at the end of last issue. So if you were curious about that, really puts it into a new, really cool place. So definitely check that one out.
And my first book for this week will be Superman Action Comics. We've been dealing with a depowered Superman for the first few issues in action, and now we're getting into the whole aspect of why everyone is after Superman and why the police force in Metropolis is now after him and why they actually want to take him down, and will he back down from this and run from a fight like he normally hasn't before, but he's usually the most powerful man in the universe, so it's not really a whole lot of reason to run from much. But now that he's depowered and he's fighting the police force, we find out why and where it's going to take us from there.
That's awesome. I was not familiar with that at all. I didn't know Superman lost his powers, so now I'm definitely going to have to check that out. You guys should too. All right, next book I read this week was Descender. This is Descender number 6. Descender, if anybody has not been familiar with it, it's basically the story of this place where robots are very well used. Everybody has a robot, and one day a very advanced robot comes to Earth and causes a lot of issues. From that point, it kind of starts this robot apocalypse, like almost Holocaust kind of thing. And at this point, this is really an origin story for the father of modern robotics, Dr. Kwan. You learn a lot about his backstory, maybe stuff that he wasn't being fully honest about. Really cool book. This is by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, if you guys haven't been reading this, definitely check it out. It's an amazing sci-fi book, and the art is incredible, so definitely check it out.
And we do have an onslaught of good sci-fi
Yeah, sci-fi books are at the top of their game right now, so yeah, absolutely.
My next book will be Planet Hulk, part of Secret Wars, and honestly, how can you go wrong with Captain America riding Devil Dinosaur anywhere, at any time? But we now find Steve Rogers deep into the Planet Hulk and trying to find basically the leader, King Red Hulk.
Correct.
That is sitting out there and looking for his pal Bucky. That in here they were childhood friends, but it's continuing the adventure of basically Captain America and Devil Dinosaur going to that land and finding out all kind of information about the Hulks that were across the land, ones that were Hulks before and have been Hulks since a long time. So.
Definitely. Yeah, I actually read that one as well, and if you aren't reading that, pick it up. It's so good. The art is incredible. I mean, like you said, Devil Dinosaur, that's enough. That's enough.
That's cat riding Devil Dinosaur.
Exactly. Just go get it. All right, and my next book for this week was Star Wars Lando. This is number 2. After a really cool first issue, it really goes into full swing. The first issue is a lot of setup, so this one's really just all about action. First issue, Lando, he gets a new job, which is going to be stealing a ship. And at the end of that, you kind of find out that this ship belongs to, the Emperor. It's kind of a bad thing, whatever. In this one, though, he escapes. They show him leaving with his crew. They send 3 Star Destroyers after him, which is tough. So they have to deal with that. But Lando, being Lando, handles it like a boss. Some awesome maneuvers, really amazing lines from Lobot. Lobot's probably the best character in this book. which, I mean, look at that awesome headgear. He has to be. So yeah, Lando number 2. Definitely a great book. Check it out.
My next book will be Batman by Snyder and Capullo. In this issue, we finally actually find out what happened to Bruce Wayne. As we know, he died at the end of the last series of this.
Endgame, right?
An Endgame.
Endgame.
And even though we saw shadows of him in the background. And so this one basically it continues on with Gordon as Batman, but we then find out he finds Bruce Wayne and then says what's happening, and he's trying to find out some more information, but we then learn his backstory of who is Bruce Wayne in this issue here. So it takes a little decent turn from that, and then we get to see some more good, basically, Batman action from Gordon without just the armored suit, but actually as Batman.
That's awesome. Now, Mr. Bloom is the guy's name on the front cover? That's what I've been reading. Is he actually in the book this time?
Yes, Mr. Bloom. We finally actually get to see who Mr. Bloom is. Well, not actually who he is, but
what he's all about.
What he's all about in this issue and what his plans are for the rest of Gotham and everyone around.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, guys. So, yeah, we talked about a lot of good books this week. I'm personally going to have to check out Action Comics after hearing about that. That just sounds awesome. If you haven't noticed, all the other books that came out this week are going to be rolling at the bottom of the screen here. So definitely check out the ones we haven't mentioned. I'm sure those are awesome too, and you can let us know if they are. But now let's get down to it. It's our pick of the week. All right, my pick of the week was going to be Star Wars Lando. It was just a fun book. I love Star Wars, so I mean, seeing more Star Wars content is always great for me. And this Lando is just being the scoundrel that we didn't really get to see him full on in this scoundrel mode because we kind of got introduced to him, on Cloud City. This is pre-Cloud City. This is, right after he lost the Millennium Falcon. So it's kind of Lando in his pure, like, unadulterated Lando form. So definitely my pick of the week for this week.
My pick of the week this week is Planet Hulk, part of the Secret Wars. Once again, it's Captain America, Ryan Devil Dinosaur, which will never get old to me to keep saying and to see. But it's really about a desperate Captain America, looking for his long-lost partner. And it gives it such a feel to the story of there's just these dire consequences that's going to happen, in the book and what he's looking for. And so it's just got all these emotions from Cap that you don't normally see because he's so sure of himself. And this kind of puts him in a little bit different light. But on the other hand, he has a giant devil dinosaur, good. By his side to protect him. So this is actually my pick of the week, and we look forward to getting the next issue of this.
All right, guys, it's trivia time again. Last week, our question was, who founded the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund?
And it was founded by Dennis Kitchen. It was founded to help fight censorship against comic books and also owners of stores so that we can have these nice, wonderful books in our stores and around libraries and schools.
Awesome.
And now the winner of last week's trivia question is...
Dave Hancock. Congratulations. All right, guys, so the trivia question for this week is, what is the superhero identity of Daisy Johnson, a.k.a. Skye from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? If you know the answer, just send us that answer in through Facebook, YouTube comment, or email us at richmix@richmondcomics.com. The cutoff for that is going to be Sunday at midnight.
And our prize this week is this nice messenger bag. It's a Magic the Gathering bag, but, it's nice Velcro.
Use it for anything. Bag. Magic, whatever. Food.
Throw your comics in it every week.
Tacos,
take it home.
Burritos, whatever.
Exactly. Sure, you can put a drink or something.
Yeah, you can try it. All right. All right, thanks again for joining us, guys. Once again, I'm Travis. You can follow me at that'srad.tumblr.com, and you can check out checkpointahead.com for some articles about the posting there. Just check it out. Even not for me, it's an awesome website, so check it out.
And I'm Philip from Richmond Comics, and you can check us out at richmondcomics.com or on Facebook at Richmond Comics, and see all the new books that we put out every week and any new merchandise that we have every week.
Awesome, and thanks for joining us, guys. If you thought we left anything out, something maybe you thought was good this week, let us know, and we'll take a look. And yeah, once again, see you next Wednesday.
See you then.